Hey, would you please welcome the gift from God herself, Tate McRae. It must be so weird seeing so much of your childhood play out on TV like that.
It is crazy. I mean, my whole life is now on the internet, my diary, everything I've ever said.
You've got to have some secrets, right?
A few.
So congrats. Your first ever tour, your first ever Aussie tour sold out, I think, in 4 minutes. Is that
Yeah,
right?
Crazy. I didn't know what to expect because I've never toured here before. It's also been like my first actual year of touring, so it was pretty wild. The shows have been crazy so far.
Is it what you thought it would be like?
No, I mean, I just like always have this vision that like no one's gonna show up to my shows. Even if they're sold out, like I'm still convinced that there's gonna be like my mom and my manager, and like that's it.
Well, you've just come from your sound check, so you better hope that there is actually people there tonight.
Fingers crossed. I hope so.
So 4 billion streams of You Broke Me First. That was huge. Your music is just everywhere at the moment. You can't turn on the radio without hearing your music. There's a story behind the video of You Broke Me First. What's the story there?
Well, so I released that song just as the pandemic broke. And, like, honestly, I couldn't leave my house. Like, my mom was like, you can't see anyone. So I had one friend that I was allowed to see. And I, like, took my mom's car up to this, like, rooftop. I, like, took a tissue box, like, taped it, and took my phone and used this app called Video Star, which I used to, like, make music videos on when I was, like, 6 years old.
Okay.
And we filmed it in, like, 2 takes. And then I sent it to my label, and I'm like...
They're like, this is very authentic. This is what we like.
This is all I have, so...
Tate, at what time, at what point, what was it that you fully embraced being a pop star, the pop star that you are and that you've kind of grown into? At what point, like, or is it something that did it just click into place, or?
I don't think it's ever gonna click into place. I think it's honestly just like when I'm on stage, that's when I feel like I'm like, whoa, this is real. It's very cool.
Tate, so much of this success has come while you were finishing high school, so I've got to do the mum thing for a second here. How did your mum cope? Did you get your homework done?
Ugh. This was the worst experience ever because I was like just trying to get by. I was finishing grade 12 and it was when You Broke Me First like just got released, so I was doing all these like award shows for the first time. And so I'd be like watching myself on TV and my mom would be like making me write my essay at the same time. It was just like the most brutal family experience ever and I never want to go back.
Hey Mum, I'm doing a collab with Billie Eilish, just leave the essay alone.
I feel like it's a fairly persuasive argument, though, if that argument is taking place at home with your parents and you can just sort of
like,
turn
look,
on the
I'm
TV.
Yeah.
You got your start, obviously, putting a lot of videos on YouTube and stuff, and you were, like, what, 13 when you were doing that?
Yeah.
So how do you feel, like, looking back at those now? Because obviously between 13 and the end of your teenage years, you change a lot, right? You mature. Do you watch them and feel differently about them now?
Yeah, they haunt me forever. I mean, yeah, I literally have everything on the internet. Like, my first crush, my first everything, like, it's all documented.
I think a lot of the celebs that we have on this show now will talk to us about the challenges they've had in making stuff that works for TikTok and the TikTok generation, but that clearly is something that comes very naturally to you. Is there, have you got the key to doing that?
I have no idea. I don't know what works. I don't think anyone does. Like, no one...
trying whatever.
No, yeah, you honestly just gotta throw it out there and see what happens.
Is it almost like keeping a diary, like writing a journal? Was that like documenting all the things that were going on?
Yeah, I mean, I used to post original songs every Friday, and most of it was to like communicate with my classmates, like how I was like feeling that week. So I would like post them on YouTube, and it was like all my deepest, darkest thoughts.
Are the record companies now going back through that back catalogue and going, there's something here?
Yeah, I mean, it's all still there.
Can I ask, you seem very surprised that you're successful. Like, you seem like what is like, do you believe this is happening, or are you just like do you get it? Or?
It's crazy. I don't know. I show up on stage every single night. I'm like, this is crazy. I can't believe you all showed up.
Well, it's been fantastic to meet you. Tate's debut album, I Used to Think I Could Fly, is out now. There is actually an audience standing by waiting to watch her tonight. So good luck with the show and the rest of the tour as well.
Thank
Would you please thank the wonderful Tate McRae?